Hi everybody, it's Lynn Girardi of Whole Life Boogie. I'm sorry I'm 5 minutes late. I had a Wi-Fi issue and a little bit of a charging issue still. I'm not sure what. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so I'm very sorry about that. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm a little out of practice with this, but this is a kind of a surprise pop-up, terrific Thursday. And Facebook Live. I just wanted to say hello, check in, see how people are doing. Hope you're enjoying your summer. Again, I'm doing my best that I can as a part-time caregiver here, and trying to also work on some business projects that can also help to inspire others who feel like their time is pulled in different directions, whether they're a caregiver or they don't know how to practice self-care enough for themselves. So I'm working on that with a business mentor coach behind the scenes. And so I will be doing some kind of a self-care project for all of those caregivers out there, as I said, and others who feel like they need more balance and self-care in their lives, but haven't been able to do it. So I'm still learning the process, and I'm still trying to practice what I preach more. Hi, Diana, good to see you. I posted a little picture of me at the beach, and thank you so much for the hearts. Good to see you. I posted a little picture of me at the beach in the Facebook stories video promotion. First of all, because there was a line that from Facebook that said, like, you know, posts with photos do better than posts without. So I put a picture of me at the beach with a little sticker reminder that self-care is not selfish. Self-care is not selfish. I like someone who, I forget who says it, but maybe it's Mike Dooley or one of them that say thank you. It says, like, think of it as self-full. Like, you need to be like fill up your own cup first so you can have the energy and the patience and the kindness. When you have the energy, you know, then you can be kind and patient with and loving to other people. Okay, good, Nelson. Thank you. Good to see you. Okay, yes, so I'm going to be taking the numbers, and we'll do the numbers very soon. But I just want to mention a little bit what I've been up to. So I said, you know, there will be a self-care project coming, especially for caregivers and anyone who feels they need a little more self-care or balance in life. And I'm working on that with a business mentor coach of mine, Jenny Friedman, who has wonderful coaching programs and classes and everything. Jenny Friedman, she's really wonderful and so helpful and patient, and she also has like a therapy background besides coaching, so she helps us to get around the mind chatter, and especially if you feel like an ADHD type of a person that has a lot of ideas and has a hard time focusing. So check out Jenny Friedman, who's my entrepreneurial business coach. Anyway, hi Nia, good to see you too, and Diana and Nelson. We got our old Law of Attraction Facebook group, book club group here. A lot of people here. Nice to see everybody. Thank you. So in the comments below, feel free to mention a win maybe that you've had this summer. A lot of people are going on different beautiful trips, and and happy belated birthday to Nia. Anybody else have a birthday? You know, there are a lot of things to be grateful for, to appreciate, to celebrate. Every day we wake up is supposed to be a moment to celebrate, even though a lot of times, and I know I've been there, it's like you wake up and you think, oh gosh, here we go again. You know, especially if you're dealing with caregiving. Thankfully, my father's been doing pretty well in some cases, so thank God for that. But you know, there's still a lot to do as a caregiver, and I know many people out there are caregivers, whether it's for older parents or even spouses or siblings, etc. So keep posted to my page and everything, because I'm going to be doing a lot more for those who are caregivers. But also, of course, everything I do includes, besides self-care, is always going to include the law of attraction, positive mindset, infinite possibilities, and that's why we're doing the book. The cards, to remind us how to refocus, because I needed the help, I know, to refocus on what we do want, not on what we don't want, because if the law of attraction brings to us what we're most focused on with feeling, we want to focus more on what we do want, what makes us feel good. So then with the law of attraction, we attract more of what feels good, more of what we do want. When you look at the other stuff, whether it's in your life or in politics or whatever, and you, or about other people, and you look at what you don't like, you tend to attract more things that you don't like from them, from yourself, or in other situations and experiences. So we want to look at the good. Okay, good, Nia. Thank you. I'm glad. Birthday girl. All right, let's see. All right, so let's jump into the cards, the positive cards. And let me just see. Oh, I'm so glad that my phone is charging. This is great. Okay, so today, this is July 25th. A few people gave me numbers in comments online, but also, yeah, and right now we're going to just take one number, but let's see. But I'll show you the card deck. Some people just gave me a number, and I didn't specify about giving a card deck, but I'll use a random one for them if they're not here. But here we go. So we have MB for Michael Beckwith from the movie The Secret. WD for Wayne Dyer. I got extras in here. I've got extra card decks. CR for Cheryl Richardson. GB for Gabrielle Bernstein. MD for Mike Dooley. I looks like I got all the card decks in here today. EH for Esther Hicks. MM, Mindful Messages. HN for Happier Me. And RB for Rhonda Byrne, the manifestation cards. Okay, quickly. RB. HM, Happier Me. MM, Mindful Messages. EH, Esther Hicks. MD, Mike Dooley. GB, Gabrielle Bernstein. CR, Cheryl Richardson. WD, Wayne Dyer. And MB, Michael Beckwith. Okay, so let's see what we got here. And I'm not going to read those card decks again, because I know that's boring. Okay, let's see. So, yeah, all the card tricks. I should do card tricks. When I was a kid, I used to do magic tricks. And it's funny, because actually the business mentor of mine, Jenny Friedman, she used to be a magician's assistant at one point, too, before she became... before she went into business and therapist job. 5 months until Christmas. Wow. Okay, Diana, you put 13. Okay, where's my pen? Okay, so Diana is 13 mm. And Nia and Nelson, what do we got here? Numbers. We're looking for numbers. I think Nia's 24. Did I miss a number? I think Nia's 24. Maybe she's AH. I'm not sure. Nia, if you hear me, if you're still there, please let me know. Nelson, I don't know. You 9 or 14? I don't know what you want. Thank you for the hearts. And the thumbs up. Is Nia maybe gone? I don't know. So I'll do 24 AH. Nelson, I don't know what number you want. I'm going to put 14. Wayne Dyer, unless you say otherwise. Diana, am I right? I don't see any. I don't see them. Oh, okay. I can give you 3, Nelson. Oh, what do you think this is? A sale? I had to just choose one right now. If there's time later, because I really have to end this at 6:30 today. I'll give you 6 right now for Michael Beckwith. Okay, thank you. Okay, Diana, did you see Nia put a number? I don't know. Right. Nelson, what do you think this is? The yeah, you got 3 for. It's a 3-fer. Oh, 24A. All right, I have that right. All right, thanks everybody. Here we go. And if anybody, okay, I also have 3 numbers for other people that actually I'm going to do theirs first because they put it online. So let me start with that. Okay, Denise said. Now let me see for the random people. I mean, not the random people. For the people who posted in the comments a number, and when I didn't ask for, the card deck name, I forgot that part. I guess I will choose the most current card deck, which is the RB Rhonda Byrne. Since nobody chose that anyway, so I think we'll do that. These are people who are like classmates of mine in Jenny Friedman's Aligned Magical Marketing. I forget the name of her group, but they're sort of classmates of mine there. So this one first is for Denise, and actually, as we always say, like Esther Hicks says at an Abe Hicks event, they always say when someone gets to ask their question, they get called into the hot seat, and everybody's raising their hands, but only one, only maybe like, I don't know, 14 people out of the whole 3 or 4 hours get chosen. They always say that everyone's answers, well, for those events, everyone's questions get answered, but she says that like one way or the other. Mainly, she says, the people who go in the hot seat, because we're all, the people who get chosen in the hot seat, that message that's for them, it's not just for them, it's for anyone else in the room or who watches the replay or whatever. It's for those people too, if you resonate with it, because we're all co-creating the event together. So, like, we all have a little part in it. So, if anybody's numbers, their message sounds good to you and it makes you feel good, consider that message is for you too. If it doesn't make you feel good, just let it go in one ear and out the other. Okay, here we go. Denise, number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this one for Denise and anyone else who resonates with this. Positivity and kindness are all you need. The path to your best ever life is actually so very easy. Positive thoughts, positive thoughts, positive words, and acts of kindness. That's it. So positivity and kindness are all you need. The path, thank you for the emojis. The path to your best ever life is actually so very easy. Positive thoughts, positive words, and acts of kindness. That's it. But I have to include acts of kindness for yourself as well. Right, because you count too. Each person counts too. So you could be kind, meaning sounding like keep doing for others, but that's out of balance. That's not good. You have to have the self-love and the self-kindness too, the self-care. But right, is thinking positive words and acts of like positive action. I recently bought I don't know if it's a Zen or Buddhist thing, but about, they had like monkeys, like hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil, and I think the others do no evil. And I'm not talking about the word evil, I'm talking like negative, right? Negatively. And so it's not just the thoughts that you're thinking, it's also what are you saying? What am I saying? Am I speaking positively or negatively about myself or others? That counts too. That's part of your vibration, and law of attraction matches that vibration. Are we complaining about things? Hey, I have been, so so it's not just thinking positively and feeling positively, but also when we're talking about things, are we talking more about the problems, or quote unquote, or challenges? I really try not to use the word problems, but are we talking about the challenges, or are we talking about more about what we appreciate and what has gone right for us, or what we can find the blessing in the challenge, right? Where is our focus? So the positivity is really, in all aspects, is the big helper, I believe. And that connects us to that higher vibration of alignment with source, spiritual energy, with God, if you want to call it the universe, source, whatever. But the higher your vibration, that's from positivity, love, and knowing, peace, bliss, passion following, joy, laughter, love, all of that are positive emotions and experiences, and the vibrations that start to match that vibration of God's source, etc. And then you get the inspiration of the solutions to come into your life. Then you get the manifestations you've been hoping for, because we need to match our energy to that high energy stuff that's connected to God. Well, that high energy good stuff is connected to God's energy, and we have to be the right frequency to be a match to allow that into our lives. That's my understanding, anyway. All right, that was number 4. Denise. Okay, 6, 5, 6 is for Lawanda. Lawanda, the Earth, and anyone who resonates. The Earth turns on its orbit for you. The Earth turns on its orbit for you. And it says the oceans ebb and flow for you. The birds sing for you. The sun rises and it sets for you. The stars come out for you. Every beautiful thing you see, every wondrous thing you experience is all there for you. I guess this is talking about the abundance of God's blessings and the beauty of nature, and it's for all of us. It's for all of us to enjoy, to experience in our lives. This earth, I don't think I've ever picked this card. The earth turns on its orbit for you. The oceans ebb and flow for you. The birds sing for you. The sun rises and sets for you. It's for all of us. These are the abundant blessings of nature, etc., that God has for all of us to experience. That's my understanding. Does anybody have a better interpretation of that? If you do, please put it in the comments. It reminds me of something that Abe Hicks says. Like, what do you think? The whole universe revolves around you? And they say, like, yes, it does. But it's actually doing that for everybody. It's helping everybody. Okay, that was 6. Okay, for Jenny, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 22 for Jenny, and anyone else? Choose happiness now. Choose happiness now. Okay, it says resistant blocks. Oh, resistance, right? Holding something away and saying, no, I don't want that. I don't want that. That kind of energy and that kind of perspective. Resistance blocks your desires from coming to you. It's like scrambles the positive energy you've been putting out and throws like negative energy or like static on in the mix of your vibration coming from you. It blocks your desires from coming to you, resistance. You create resistance in yourself by feeling anxious or worried about receiving what you want. So when we doubt it, we're fearful. I don't think I'm going to get this thing. I want this thing. I doubt it. I'm nervous about it. How could I handle it? I don't know if I could do it. Even the good stuff. If you're anxious or worried or doubtful, I would say, about it, you're creating resistance and blocking those desires and those manifestations from coming to you. Then it says you will melt away those negative feelings that are causing resistance and blocking delivery when you find a way to feel happy now before, italicized, receiving your desire. All right, so all that stuff, nervousness, worry, when you create resistance in yourself Anxiety and worry about getting what you want creates resistance, and resistance, it says you will melt away those negative feelings that are causing resistance and blocking the delivery of what you do want to come into your life when you find a way to feel happy now before receiving your desire. I just want to say right now, my watch, my phone says 5:55 p.m. 5:55. That's an aligned number. So if you choose happiness and feel good now, feel happy now, even before you get the things that you think are going to make you feel good, right? Feel good before it comes, and then you become that matching vibration of the good stuff you want, and then the good stuff can come in when you're feeling good. So a lot of times you'll be on a vacation, holiday, trip, dancing, listening to music you love, or on the beach, enjoying yourself, calm in the woods, having lunch with a friend, whatever, and all of a sudden you see these positive coincidences, synchronicities, things come easily to you. People are nicer to you when you're on vacation, or you're enjoying yourself, and things fall into place. Boom, boom, boom. You get the train right away. Whatever. You find the parking spot. When you're in a high vibe, that's when you've got the energy that matches the stuff in your quote unquote vortex, your escrow of vibrational escrow of all the things you would like. But we have to get to that higher feel good frequency to be a match to that other high frequency manifestations that supposedly are manifestations that are at a high frequency. They're like the blessings frequency. And but be happy now before you get it, and then you can get the stuff. Okay, that was Jenny's number 22, and anyone who resonated with that was from Rhonda Byrne. Here we go. Now we go to Diana, Nia, and Nelson, and anyone else. If anyone's new here and you want to put a number down in the comments between 1 and 31, go ahead. Okay, Diana, 13 from Mindful Messages. Another good card deck, inspiring card deck. Here we go for Diana. And I hope some of these cards have some meaningful messages for all of you, even if it's not your number. I hope you like the messages. I know it helps me remember. It's like, like you don't eat once. Even if you've heard the information, you still get nourished by it by hearing it again or reading it again, even if you've heard it or read it before. Okay, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Here we go. Oh, this is a cute one for Diana and anyone else. It looks like a cheerful sun face. A cheerful sun face. Smiley face. Creator of happiness. Creator of happiness. I reclaim my power to create my own joy and success. Oh, I'm sorry. And happiness. Yes, thanks for the emojis. I reclaim my power. It's within each of us. That's what they say. I reclaim my power to create my own joy and happiness. It is not dependent on any outside source or individual. That's the tricky part to try to practice and really absorb, right? It's not, my own joy or happiness is not dependent on any outside source or individual. Therefore, it cannot be taken away. If happiness is really an inside job, and we really have the power to let things roll off our backs if other people say or do things we don't like, whether it's people in our lives or on the TV or in the newspaper, right? It's not dependent on, okay. I reclaim my power to create my own joy and happiness. It's not dependent on any outside source or individual. Therefore, it cannot be taken away. It can always be found within me. Creator of happiness. It's always found within you. Yes, very good, Diana. Very good. Thank you. That's a good one. Okay, Nia, 24A. And then we do Nelson. And then I may do a couple of others for people who usually watch this. Okay, 24A for Abraham Hicks for Nia. And anyone else? She may be, maybe she's sleeping at this point. I'm not sure, but it's late over there. So, and it's a work day, it's a school day. I'm glad. Thank you, Diana. Okay, let's see. Nia, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. Very cool. Looks like a bunch of peaceful doves. As I am segment intending, I am attracting. I think Nia tends to get these cards on segment intending, which is before you get into that portion of your day, that segment of your day, your morning routine, or your commute, or for your lunchtime, or for your work, your morning at work, or your afternoon at work, or your evening at dinner time. You could break your day into segments. And thank you for the emotion. And you could kind of segment intending. What's your intention? Like, oh, wait a minute, let me make an awareness about this right before I get into this segment. How would I like my morning to go? Well, I would like to have a relaxed morning, feel more about your feelings during that segment of the day. I'd like to feel relaxed. I'd like to go into my day feeling confident and appreciative, and grateful for the life I have, for all the many blessings I have, despite the challenges. I know I'm really blessed. I really enjoy my food. It's very nourishing to my cells. I enjoy the pleasant people I'm interacting with. Okay. The way you feel is your point of attraction. And so the value of segment intending is that you pause, right? It's like you're pausing throughout your day to make an intention. Like, oh, wait a minute, before I go here, how do I want to feel during this part of the day? I'm going to a lunch with a friend. I'm going to a dinner party. How do I want to feel? How do I want it to go? More of in a general feeling way, though. Okay, so the way you feel is your point of attraction. And so the value of segment intending is that you pause many times during your day to say, and then this is underscored, this sentence. This is what I want, and expectation is more like, oh, I'm expecting it. When I'm expecting it, it's almost like a knowing, like it is, like this or better is just going to happen. This or better, I would say. But this is what I want and expect from this segment of my life experience. This is 24A for Nia and anyone else who resonates. This is what I want and expect from this segment of my life experience. And as you set forth those powerful thoughts, you will attract into your experience what you want. So it's about segment intending. The way you feel is your point of attraction. And so the value of segment intending is that you pause many times during your day to say, this is what I want and expect from this segment. And as you set forth those powerful thoughts, you will attract into your experience throughout your day what you want. Now, I would say, it's everything is a practice, right? You don't have to drive yourself crazy. Say, wait a minute, I can't get on the train yet. I shouldn't get in the car yet until I segment intend. It probably would help, but just like people say a prayer or a positive affirmation, this is another way to set yourself up for, the best positive outcomes you can each day. Okay, that's a good one. I like that. All right, and Nelson 6 from Michael Beckwith. Let's see. We haven't used Michael Beckwith in a long time. His cards. Thank you, Diana. I'm glad you like that one, too. Is everybody doing okay? Everybody still with me? Oh, Daniel, my godson, cousin, how are you? The power of positive thinking and prayer. Must do it more frequently. Thank you for the round. I'm glad, Daniel. Thank you. Great to see you. Great to see you here. Hope your new apartment's doing well. Okay, so Daniel, if you want to choose a number between 1 and 31, feel free. And I don't know, let me know if you want to. I'll read that. Okay, Nelson 6, 1, 2, 3. Oops. 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me remind people that Daniel let me remind people that my Daniel, my godson, and my cousin's son, my cousin, he was the director and videographer of an editor of my Buble dance video for the contest. So he helped me get to, what did we got to number 38, I think, of hundreds of people, whatever. So thanks to Daniel for that Buble dance video experience that he did so beautifully, because he's a very talented director and video editor, video production person. Hi Denise, oh, good to have you here too. I read your number at the beginning, so it will be in the replay, but thanks for joining in. Yes, Diana, he's the famous videographer of Passing Planes Productions. Daniel Scarpati, he's up there, and he works in the all over the place, but in the tri-state area, I believe. Okay. Oh, okay. Nelson, I'm sorry. 10, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here we go. For Nelson, anyone else who resonates with it, find your solutions within yourself. This sounds a little bit like Diana's card that she picked. That happiness starts within ourselves, or that's where happiness ultimately is found. We create our own happiness. So this one is a different card deck, and it says find your solutions within yourself. Let's see what Michael Beckwith says. Here it goes. The answer to any challenge you are having has nothing to do with God's willingness to help. The answer to, now this is Michael Beckwith's opinion. We'll see what he says. The answer to any challenge, Nelson, you're listening to this? This is your number. The answer to any challenge you are having has nothing to do with God's willingness to help. It has to do with your acceptance of how the infinite is already active within you, how it has already placed within you all that you need to solve and dissolve inner conflict through conscious communion with the self, capital S. To me, that means your inner being, your soul that's part of God, the God within you, around you, within you. It's all the same stuff, but it's saying, so find your solutions within yourself. I believe that means like your soul connection to God. So the answer to any challenge you're having has nothing to do with God's willingness to help. It has to do with your acceptance of how the infinite, how God is already active within you, how it has already placed within you all that you need to solve and dissolve inner conflict through conscious communion with the self. Okay, so that's a kind of a heavy, a deep one, but when we're spiritually aligned with God, our soul, and with God, whether it's meditation and prayers or whatever, however you spiritually align, that inspiration, that God inspiration comes in, whether it's from your higher self, your soul, it depends. The words are kind of interchangeable, but it's all that spiritual connection to God where that can dissolve any inner conflict, right? You meditate or do prayers or whatever. God is our source. It's within us, around us, and that's where we get solutions to our challenges and peace. But it's always right, this or better, when we say we want this or better, because we don't know what's really the best plan. God knows the best plan. Let me just see. Daniel said, hi, you willed the Buble Cha-Cha into existence. Thank you so much. It was great. Happy to have fun. Thank you so much, Daniel. That's one of my favorite memories ever and experiences. Diana, thank you. I'm glad you liked that card too. That was Nelson's. Okay, so I don't know if anybody else has a number. Okay, I might end this. Let's see. Okay, go ahead, Diana. Thanks so much. Enjoy. Have a great weekend. I know today's Thursday, but have a good night. Great weekend. Okay, I'm just gonna pull another two. We're going to end early. I just want to pull another. Let me see, one or two numbers if I could think of them. Now, actually, I'm just going to choose 2 random numbers. Hi, James. Good to see you. I'm going to do 2 random inspirational cards here, and then we'll end this a little early, and people can watch the replay and listen to the rest. But let me choose. Nelson, if anybody here wants a second number, you can type it below. Let me just see. Nelson had a second number. I'll put one of his there. What was it? 11. I'll put 11, Wayne Dyer. And if anybody else has a second number, feel free to let me know. But a number between 1 and 31, okay? And I'm going to end this at 6:15 tonight, a little early. Okay. So this is for Nelson and anyone else who resonates with this. 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Here we go. 11 says, forgive everyone. Forgive everyone. And this says, this is Dr. Wayne Dyer. Revenge, anger, and hatred are exceedingly low energies that keep you from matching up with the attributes of the universal force. Right? God energy, I guess, keeps you from matching up with, the loving God energy. Or puts a kink in it, I would say. Like it's like Wayne Dyer used to talk about like the positive loving energy from God is always coming to all of us souls. And we can't cut ourselves off from it. We can't ever cut ourselves off from it totally, but it's sort of like if water was coming through a hose, you can kind of step on the hose and put a kink in the hose where like it's trying to get through better, but it's like snagged a bit. That reminds me of this. So Wayne Dyer says, forgive everyone. Revenge, anger, and hatred are exceedingly low energies that keep you from matching up with the attributes of the universal force of God. A simple thought of forgiveness toward anyone who might have angered you in the past, simple thought of forgiveness will raise you to the level of spirit and aid you in your individual intentions. So if we, and now, again, I'm a fan of the Abraham Hicks philosophy, and they would say, really, forgiveness is sort of like your part, like you're judging, so then you have to forgive. It's like, if you could really come from unconditional love, then you're most spiritually aligned, in like a positive way. If you have to forgive, you're sort of thinking like, well, the person is an SOB, so I got to forgive. I mean, I think that's how the Abe Hicks philosophy differentiates. It's like, I have to forgive because the person is wrong, so you're still not coming from unconditional love. But anyway, Wayne Dyer is saying forgiveness is still, a loving thing to do, and actually, and it helps you, it raises like your vibration more to the level of God, but also it helps your individual intentions, your like the blessings to come to you more easily instead of stepping on the hose of God's blessings, say, and with that negative energy kind of, holding it off because you're in such a negative vibration. You couldn't even see the blessings around you. If you're in a low mood, if you're angry or aggravated or resentful, and in that moment, there could be things around you, blessings, money on the floor, someone waving to you with a big smile, and you won't even see that stuff usually. You won't even notice it because you're in an aggravated mood. That's what happens. It's like it's not a matching vibration. When you're in a low mood, you can't even see the blessings around you. So forgiveness or unconditional love, anything close to that, can help you feel better. Well, that was the other. What's that other? There's a phrase that I forget who said it. But something like forget, like like if you resent somebody or you don't forgive, it's like having poison and drinking it yourself, or it's like you're holding unforgiveness towards somebody, but you wind up feeling lousy. So it's kind of like it's hurting you more. So forgiving that person, or just trying to think like, all right, they have their perspective. They're on their own soul journey. They're learning what, they're on their path and at a certain level of learning, through whatever they went through. They're at their own level of learning right now on their own soul spiritual path. And I'm on my own level of learning, my own spiritual path. So, let go and let God. Let's leave it at that. Okay. I'm getting Catholic school flashbacks, and I'm thinking, I don't know, what would they say? But this is sort of what I believe now. That my interpretation of it now. Okay. Let me see. What else is there? Right. That's what it. Don't carry grudges. Right, Nelson? I mean, and this is all, it's easy to say and read a card and all that stuff. But, it takes practice, and it depends on what's happened to you or, but... it's all a practice. It's all a practice, this kind of living. Just like they say yoga is a practice, or, if you run every day, that's a practice. You have to keep it up, and then we keep coming back on the right path, right? You get into the weeds because all of a sudden your ego or your triggers get triggered, and then it's like you want to, and then you have to come back, get recentered, do your meditation or prayers or walk in nature, do something fun, go exercise, go dancing, get around positive people, friends and family, whatever, right? Regroup, mentally regroup in some fun and stuff, and then it's like, then you can read these things and say, oh yeah, I guess maybe I could try that. But when you're ticked off, you don't read this stuff. Even Esther Hicks would say, you can read these positive things and say, oh yeah, right, so... You have to be in the right mood to absorb the positive messages. Okay, did anybody else put another number? Gee, Nelson, if no one else put another number, I guess I'll use your last number and we'll make that the number for everybody. 27 MB. Michael Beckwith again. 27. And that will be the last one. Okay, it's 617, I see. All right, 27. Wow, that's a lot of numbers. 1, 2, 3. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Hang on. 21, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. We're getting closer. 6, 7. Okay, 27. Cast your gifts upon the waters of life. Cast your gifts upon the waters of life. What the heck does that mean? Hang on, let me see. Somebody said something. Okay, my pleasure. Here it goes. You are on the planet as a distribution. This is interesting, Nelson. Look what you chose for everybody. Okay? You are on the planet as a distribution center of your gifts, talents, skills, kindness, and compassion. That's very interesting. Cast your gifts upon the waters of life. When you give of yourself simply for the joy of contributing good on the planet, thank you for the emoji, what you cast upon the waters of life, just what you're putting out into life, is abundantly multiplied in return. That's a very, this is almost like a theatrical thing. I could picture this like, I'm thinking of a Billy Joel song. What is it? In the middle of the night, I go walking in my, to the valley of, I don't know, the river. I think it's called the river. Anyway, cast your gifts upon the waters of life. You are the planet as a distribution center of your gifts. You're like the Amazon. Each of us is like the Amazon, is like God's Amazon distribution center of blessings. Okay? Gifts, talents, skills, kindness, and compassion. When you give of yourself simply for the joy of contributing good on the planet, what you cast upon the waters of life is abundantly multiplied in return. Because what you give out, you get back. As you give, you receive. It's the energy you put out that, with the help of the law of attraction, is matched and comes back to you. And what life is a reflection of what we're vibrating, what we're giving out, and you know, the more joy you put out, the more you get back. So that's you, Nelson, the Amazon of kindness, compassion, and generosity. So thank you, and thanks to everyone who joined us today. Hope those who watch the replay also enjoyed these messages. They're also for you if they resonate with you. And again, look out, watch for, I'll be doing some projects on self-care, especially for caregivers or anybody looking for more balance with some self-care and kindness to themselves and more balance in life. So hopefully I'll see you next week. Have a great long weekend. Place my order soon. That's good, Nelson. Nelson, is one of my favorite Amazon Amazon friends. With his talents and his skills, that he's my favorite sole distributor. Okay, thank you so much, Nia. Great to see you too through typing. But hope to see everybody soon, and hoping to do other projects to have some more fun and togetherness. So. Bye-bye, everybody. Thanks so much. Mwah. Love to you all. Bye-bye.